And like in the open 400, they will stay in their lane through the first two turns, then break for the pole.
Out strongly, the Baylor Bears. Sweet Hewitt doing the honors for them, and boy, look at this. Two-step lead here. 21, unofficially 21.5 for his first 200 meters.
There's Baylor, followed by Georgia, and Michigan and Indiana. The championship will be determined on time. The best time in the three sections. Finish has nothing to do with it, so they're running all out for the best possible time they can get. So Baylor hands off in front by quite a ways. Indiana ending up in second place at the exchange, then Georgia, then Michigan, but Baylor with a big lead.
That is Justin Allen hauling them through. And you know, coming into this, surprisingly for a change, in a sense, it doesn't happen often, but Baylor doesn't have one of the top 10 times in the country this year collegiately. So anyway, they're running very well here.
Justin Allen on this leg. It's Chris Foster for Georgia in second. Nick Stoner for Indiana on the second leg. And for Michigan, Nick Newman as they hand off. Baylor still well in front. And this is really a matter of pride for the Baylor Bears. They have quite an incredible tradition in the 4x400. And frankly, Michael Johnson was recruited as a 4x400 relay runner. He just blossomed into an incredible sprinter. Often hurt early in the outdoor season as he was just trying to run faster than his body was prepared to do. And then came into his own his senior year. And of course, the rest is history after he left the Baylor program.
Blake Harriott doing the anchor choice for Baylor. Head coach Todd Harbour.
Georgia will look to hand off to Torin Lawrence on the anchor. It's Wayman Story for the Bulldogs right now, or the Dogs.
Excuse me, that is Drew Seal handing off to Blake Harriott now.
Torin Lawrence for the Georgia team in second. From Michigan, that is Ali Arusti. And Indiana, Kind Butler, who should be able to make a little bit of this deficit up for Indiana, but this is a runaway for Baylor. It's almost like they sandbagged the time to get in there just enough so they can run it like a time trial.
Well, you know, it may take something under 3:06 to wind up, you know, getting major points here in this event. We'll see what their final time is.
So Blake Harriott and the Baylor Bears have a huge, huge lead here. And Harriott really tying up, though, not really turning over too quickly. And Baylor ends up with 3:07.88 as the time to beat from section 1. 2 sections left to go with the faster teams in the final of these 3 sections. The scores will all be based on time. 12 total teams in the competition, qualified by time during the season. The fastest teams in the 3rd and final section. Babineau a little slow to get into the set position, and in lane 5 out fast Keith Talley for LSU. Remember, they will go through the first 2 turns and then break for the pole.
Straddling that inside line, that white line, was Babineau. I think he was fine, but boy, he was tap dancing there.
I saw a couple of runners very close to that line. NCAA team titles have been changed by a mistake like that.
This is almost like a science coming here. Everything is so exact. A mistake, however slight, can change the fortunes of an entire team.
Babineau really running out of gas here in this first leg, but he hands off first to his teammate, Joey Roberts.
And that was a 46 low, I think, leg. Very respectable time.
LSU with Riker Hilton. Minnesota, Arun Abda.
Remember outdoors last year at LSU's Riker Hilton, who has the baton here, ran a 44.9 on a relay leg outdoors. Talented Jamaican. Look at him slowly eat his way up and decide now's the time. Can he be held off? No.
So LSU takes the lead from Texas A&M. Riker Hilton will hand off to his teammate Khalid Williams. And for Texas A&M on the third leg, it will be Dion Lindor. Minnesota runs David Pachuta. And Ohio State Marvell Brooks. And Texas A&M trying to change lead. Challenge for the lead and does so. Whip through on the inside. At least that's what it looked like on the end of the backstretch. So now it's Texas A&M and Dion Lindor.
A&M Dwight has the 6th fastest collegiate time in the country coming in here. And they have got the lead at the moment. LSU has the 5th fastest time in the country. No wonder they're battling back and forth.
Caleb Williams isn't finished here. He's going to try and put his Tigers in front in the final exchange. And LSU, do they hand off first? Yes, they do.
Preble takes the lead, charges up, gets control.
Michael Preble ran 785 meters of the men's 800-meter final in the lead. And now he's in the lead for A&M. Marked closely by Alain Forte. And Mason McHenry characterized Preble as a very tough 400, 800 guy. And he's created a little bit of a gap there over Alain Forte. And now Alain Forte is going to take a run at him, going wide. Hope to get a slingshot off that final third. And look at Preble go wide, and it wasn't enough. And he gets run down for the 2nd race tonight.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen in an indoor track, to just that blatantly just step out and go right out into lane 3. That was a wow.
46.5 anchor. So Alain Forte, and he was out there trained like a quarter miler.
Did you?
James Harris, yes I did.
You
James
did?
Harris is leading off for Mississippi State, a very good high jumper.
Now, how fast did you run versus him? I know you don't have to answer that.
Well,
having fun with you.
I'm sure he's faster than me, but I did run 49.2 open.
Good.
And look at him out there. Look at that high jumper. James Harris out in lane 6, working for that pole.
Getting a pop.
For the Mississippi State. And then for Pitt down on the inside, that's Micah Murray. Of course, Bryson Spratling, the birthday boy who turned 20 today, was 2nd overall on the 400, will be running the anchor for the Panthers.
The other 3 teams, I mentioned the times for Arkansas. The other 3 teams are in the 3:05 range here for their best this year.
And James Harris, the high jumper, beating the pants off the 400-meter runner from Arkansas, Merrick Nitt, and gives his Mississippi State team a nice lead.
Mississippi State, Steve Dudley's done an excellent job here, getting their team right up among the very best collegiate teams in the country. Look at this. Now, I'd hold him off if I were him on the inside. Make him run wide. Still keep him out there.
46.2 leadoff for James Harris.
Wow.
Now Hakeem Gauntlet, he's a serious 400-meter runner, now in the lead for Arkansas, followed by Dondre Barnaby, who's coming back on him. That move took a lot out of Gauntlet. And now Barnaby taking advantage and widening the lead as they come into the penultimate exchange.
Gauntlet really tying up here. He's going to hand off to Skidmore.
Ben Skidmore of Arkansas, but Emmanuel Mayers of Mississippi State.
And they've got an outstanding anchor down at Mississippi State, Tavares Tate.
And Bryson Spratling is going to have just way too much distance to make up for Pittsburgh when he gets the stick. It's Mississippi State, followed by Arkansas, then Penn State, and well back is Pittsburgh.
This is going to be a battle. Arkansas is going to have a tough time with Tate if it's 2 or 3 steps behind here, although Skidmore looks like he's got something in the tank.
It's going to be Tavares Tate versus Neil Brady. Who's going to get the stick first? It's going to be Brady for Arkansas. And Penn State right there as well. Brady Garrett right there for the Nittany Lions in 3rd.
He is a great talent. Is Brady Garrett. Had an incredible high school career. This is going to be great. This is going to be a great last lap.
And Tavares Tate challenging to get in the lead before the bell, but he doesn't do it. Now he just has to stalk Neil Brady of Arkansas, and hopefully he can slingshot out that final turn. He would be wise to get as close as he can but not try to pass, but it doesn't look like he's got it in the tank. He's going backwards, and Brady Garrett is trying to make a move for Penn State. Can Neil Brady hold him off? Garrett's got the momentum. And Neil Brady, he holds them off for Arkansas. Had they been within 10 points, that would have been the team title right there as they run 3:04.92 off of their season best, but fast enough to take the title in the 4x400 relay.
And that is the second fastest collegiate time run this year. They have the first one, running 3:03 and change.